It's your friendly neighborhood laser lady. The secret to making the most money per hour in a laser business is all about keeping things quick and simple. So here are 5 ideas for easy, fast, and profitable laser projects. And the best part is I'm going to show you how to make all of these, and we are going to time out how long each one actually takes to complete. So let's get these lasers fired up. All right, just a little caveat to the production times that I'll be recording today. Now, all of our lasers are a little bit different. Some are just bigger and some are faster, or both. No matter which kind of laser you have, these projects are all designed to be small, quick, and efficient. Which brings us into number 1, anything small and on the go. Let's start with the obvious. If you want to make something fast, it's probably going to be small. It could be something like pins, magnets, or pendants, and wouldn't you know it, that's what I make when I bring my portable laser to a craft show. I was recently at an outdoor craft show with my WeCreate Lumos. I bring a small collection of designs to choose from to be engraved on a small collection of products that are all similar in shape and very fast to engrave. A key time-saving and money-saving benefit to taking a portable laser to a show is that you don't need to pre-make anything. All you need are the blanks, some designs at the ready, and there you have it. My number 1 seller always seems to be the keychains and magnets. I sell the keychains at about $12 and magnets for $8. It makes a great impulse buy because the customers get to choose their design and see it being made. It starts to create quite the buzz around your booth. The total time to complete these items range from about 45 seconds for a pet tag, about 75 seconds for a magnet, and up to about 3 minutes for a metal pendant. And of course, all of these are made on demand, and after that, they're just plain paid for. Number 2, pins and magnets. If going abroad with a laser isn't quite your thing, then let's see how long it would take to make some magnets in my home office laser. Now, the designs for pins and magnets are essentially the same. It really just depends on if you put a magnet or a pin on the back. I'll be making magnets today because lately, every time I do a craft show, I find people who are specifically on the hunt for magnets. It's kind of just this weird thing this year. I have a show coming up, so let's take this finished wood from Craft Closet and make a few magnets. With it already being varnished, we are saving time with the finishing, so we just need to engrave and cut it, and that's it. Here are the designs I am going to use to keep myself from having to clean anything later. I'm going to cover it with a bit of masking tape first and set it to engrave and cut. Magnets and honeycomb pegs help keep it in place and a little more flat. Since it's a really thin material, it can warp a little. The varnish on the wood makes the surface super easy to clean in case you didn't use any of that masking tape. Now I just need to glue on the magnets and they are done. This is the total time it took. I made a video a long time ago where I was able to make over $100 worth of pins in 1 hour, so be sure to put that on your watch later list. Number 3, personalized name charm. I love this one the most because personalized products are so easy to sell. You might be thinking that making a new name cut file for every single order is going to take a lot of time, but it's not. Trust the process. I'm going to show you how we do it. The idea of these is to make the background a repeatable shape. It can be a snowflake ornament or a rectangle or simple circle. In this example, let's do a star. Here is the star background shape. It's got a hole in it, so we can turn this into a keychain. I can cut these out ahead of time in bulk in a bunch of different colors. Since we're counting time, one of these took just about 30 seconds to cut out here on my 45-watt CO2 Monport Vision Pro. Then let's dive into Inkscape to see just how easy the custom name part is. First, let's write out a name. Let's change the font to Classic Cooper. Now to get the text closer together so they cut out all as one shape, let's do this. When the word is selected, go up to the upper right-hand corner where there are 2 capital A's. The option on the leftmost side of that bar is to alter the space in between the letters. Press the minus button until all the letters are touching and looks just the way you like it. Depending on your font, this might not need so much squishing together. Once it is looking good, while the word is selected, go up to Path and down to Union. That combines the letters, and all we have left is to make the size and line width we need for our lasers. If you have a lot of orders, keep typing out other names and you will see that the previous word settings are the same for these names as well. You may still need to tweak a name here or there, but we are just a minute or so in and have 4 names ready to cut. I cut out the word laser with my laser, and now we need to glue these together. Since both pieces are acrylic, I like to use Weld-On solvent. It permanently bonds acrylics, so this thing will hold up as a keychain. Like I said before, you could pre-make a bunch of the backings and make just the names to order. This is easy to do for ornaments, magnets, garden stakes, table place cards. I mean, you are only limited by your imagination. And here is the total time for the custom name creation, cutting it all out, and the assembly. Number 4, jewelry. I can hear your thoughts on this one, and I know, jewelry is tough to sell, both online and at craft shows, because it feels like everyone is freaking selling it. But I'm going to let you in on a sneaky little thing I've been doing over the years that hardly anyone makes with their laser, and it is the perfect impulse buy and add-on, especially at craft shows. Plus, I'm giving you my file for free, so you're welcome in advance. Now, what is it? Rings. I have a box of rings out at every show. I don't even organize them, and I'll tell you why after you see how fast these are to make. The cat ear rings are fun and get bought up like crazy. I also have a few other ring designs in that file. I need to stock up on my own, so let's make a bunch. I'm going to make one of each size in 5 different colors. So 25 rings took that 7 or 8 minutes long to cut, not too bad. Now let's give them a super quick sanding so there's no sharp edges, and then peel off the masking paper. If my acrylic was a little bit more fresh, then the masking paper would come off a little bit easier. I could have hit these with a heat gun real quick, but I just peeled them off and there we go. I sell these for only $3 a piece. It doesn't seem like a lot, but when nearly half of all my customers at a show adds at least 1 into their purchase, it starts to add up really quickly. Kids especially love them, and it's an easy sell to a parent when the kids are like, "But mom, they're only $3. That will suck a parent into your booth, and they might even find something else that they like. And honestly, once one friend starts trying on rings, then the other friend's going to want one, and before you know it, you've run out and you need to restock like I did today. Even if you don't sell jewelry, I highly recommend making some rings for your booth. It's an interactive, inexpensive product that takes no time at all to make. I was able to make 25 of these in about like 13-15 minutes or so, and at $3 a piece, that's $75. So I'd say that was a well-spent 15 minutes. Number 5, anything leather. Now, when you think of leather, what do you imagine? Shoes, belts, jackets maybe? How much are those shoes and belts and jackets? A lot, right? Well, lucky for us, that translates into the laser world. Pretty much everything we've gone over already could be sold for twice as much if it were made out of leather. Yes, even the magnets. I was recently reminiscing about one of my first online business ventures from back in 2004, making hemp macrame dog and cat collars. So let's make some pet tags from some cheap leather scraps. Not only are these going to be really unique, but you can easily market them as tags that don't clink together when your dog is running around. I'm going to engrave the name of my cat Dio on a heart-shaped cutout. Customizing the name and info is just as easy as that keychain from before. In fact, it's even easier since the words will just be engraved and not squished together and then cut out. In Inkscape, I have the heart charm ready with a little bit of a fun outline to engrave as well. Let's go ahead and use the same font from before, but we'll turn the spacing back to normal. It just needs to be centered, and now it's ready. See, super quick. I'll be using this basic veg tanned leather. To make the engraving and cut a little less burnt, I'm going to give this scrap piece a bit of a soak in water. I actually did this a few projects ago, so now it's ready. This laser engraves and cuts it up pretty quick. The dry time takes the longest, but other tasks can be going on while it's drying, and if you're going to dye this, do it before it's all the way dry. And there you have it. This is the total time it took for me to make this custom leather pet tag. And it's a custom leather tag that you can charge a whole lot more for than those little aluminum tags. That's the magic of assumed value with a material like leather. In fact, pricing is one of the hardest things to get right, and so is marketing and optimizing workflow. I know a lot of you out there are still trying to find success with your laser business, and I want to help you. That's why I'm so excited to announce that I will be hosting a Laser Business Summit this November 11th through 13th this year, 2025. It's called the Ignite and Scale Summit. I have gathered a number of other laserpreneurs, many who you will recognize, who will be sharing their expertise in pricing, marketing, finding your niche, out-of-the-box selling methods, and so many more laser business-specific topics. Not only will it be like an online convention of industry leaders handing out oodles of resources that could literally change the course of your laser business, but as an extra bonus, I'm also going to be leading a 3-day Black Friday marketing challenge inside of the summit. More details will be released soon, so sign up to my email list below so you are the first to be notified about it. I can't be more excited about this, and I'd love to have you there. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Happy crafting!